Ever felt like you were being watched while walking alone in the woods? A twig snaps behind you. The wind whispers through the leaves. And for a moment, you feel like you're not alone. In Slavic folklore, you might just be right. You might have just met the Leshy. The Leshy is one of the most fascinating spirits in Slavic mythology, a guardian of the forest, a master of its domain. But he's not your friendly woodland creature. He's a powerful, shape-shifting entity who can appear as a towering giant, as tall as the oldest trees, or shrink down to the size of a blade of grass. He can mimic the voices of people you know, luring you off the path with familiar calls, only to lead you hopelessly astray. His laughter echoes through the trees, a chilling sound for anyone who trespasses with ill intent. So, what does the Leshy want? Simply put, respect. He is the protector of the forest and all its He doesn't mind hunters or woodcutters, who take only what they need to survive, but he has no patience for greed. Those who overhunt, who fell trees without reason, or who show disrespect to nature will feel his wrath. The stories are full of people who entered the forest with greed in their hearts and were never seen again, or who returned days later, disoriented, with their clothes on backward and their shoes on the wrong feet, unable to remember what happened. One of the Leshy's favorite tricks is to confuse travelers. He can change the layout of the forest, making familiar paths disappear and leading people in circles for hours or even days. The only way to break his spell, according to the legends, is to turn your clothes inside out and put your shoes on the opposite feet. This simple act of confusion supposedly confuses the Leshy himself, breaking his power over you and allowing you to find your way back. But the Leshy isn't purely malevolent. He can also be a protector. He's known to form pacts with shepherds and hunters, promising to protect their flocks or guide them to abundant game in exchange for a share of the rewards or a simple offering, like bread and salt. These pacts were sacred, and breaking them would bring about terrible misfortune. In this way, the Leshy acted as a teacher, instructing humans on the importance of reciprocity and living in balance with the natural world. He wasn't just a monster. He was a force of nature personified, a reminder that the wild is powerful and demands respect. This ancient wisdom is more relevant today than ever. The legend of the Leshy teaches us that nature is not something to be conquered or endlessly exploited. It's a complex system that we are a part of, not above. The stories of the Leshy punishing greed are essentially ancient environmental parables. They warn us about the consequences of taking too much, of upsetting the delicate balance that sustains all life. Think about it. The Leshy as a symbol for ecological collapse. When we clear-cut forests, pollute rivers, and hunt species to extinction, aren't we just inviting the wrath of the Leshy in a modern form? Climate change, loss of biodiversity, natural disasters, these are the consequences of our collective greed. The old tales were trying to teach us a lesson that we are still struggling to learn. So, the next time you walk in a forest, listen closely. Maybe that rustle in the leaves isn't just the wind. It might be the Leshy watching and reminding us to walk with respect and take only what we need. The spirit of the forest is still there, and its lessons are timeless. Thanks for journeying into the woods with me today. If you enjoyed this dive into mythology, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from around the world. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had a strange experience in the forest. See you next time.